All right, we're going to do math now. To begin, we'll practice our dot patterns. Tomorrow we'll count on our 100 chart. We'll practice our counting our numbers. So let's do our dot patterns. Let's do them in English and Spanish, okay, to keep up with our Spanish numbers. So we have 8, which is ocho, 3, tres, 10, diez, 7, which is siete, 4, cuatro, 9, nueve, 1, uno, 2, dos, 0, cero, 5, cinco, 6, seis, and back to 8, ocho. All right, we're going to continue talking about measurement today, measuring how the height of something, how tall something is. But first, I want to practice some numbers with you. We haven't done this for a while, practicing our before and after numbers. So I'm going to write a number on the board here on my dry erase board and see if you can tell me the answer. What number comes before 40? It would be over here. What number comes before it? Let's see if you're right. I'll write the answer down. 39. If you said 39, you were right. If you were in class, you'd have your own dry erase boards and you'd be practicing with them. All right. What number comes after 37? 37. What comes after? Remember, after is over here. So what would come after 37? Let's see if you're right. You said 38. You were right. 38. We'll do, I don't know, 2 or 3 more. What number here's an example. What number comes between 66 and 68? So what number would go in between these two? 66. What would go in between here? Let's see if you're right. You said 67. You're right. 66, 67, 68. Let's do another before. I'm going to go down to the lower numbers because sometimes we forget about our lower numbers and we still. So what number comes before 12? What number comes before 12? Let's see if you're right. 11. 11, 12. 11 comes before 12. What number comes after? Let's stay down with some of the lower numbers. What number comes after, let's say 17? What number comes after 17? Let's see if you're right. If you said 18, you're right. Alrighty. Let's do one for in between again. What number comes in between 22 and 24? What number would go in between? Think if you're counting. 22, 23. If you said 23, you're right. Good job. We'll practice when you guys are back here with me in class. We'll have a day where we'll practice to do that, and I'll let everybody take a turn to say a number. Pick a number for everybody to do. We'll try to challenge each other, see if we can trick each other, huh? All right. Let's start talking. We'll talk about measuring length and height. So you should have your worksheet. Looks like this, page 271. Sure you can see the whole thing on here. But first things first, write your name. And they're using, in this picture, they're using boards to measure how tall things are. The height of something is how tall something is. So it says, count the boards to measure each height. Complete each sentence. So let's look at the sentences here. It says, the pail is blank boards tall. So let's find our pail here. So let's look at how many boards tall it is. Now, they're only measuring, if you can see where the red line is, they only want you to measure this part. You're not measuring the handle, just the height of that actual pail. So it's only what? 1, 2. You're not measuring, it's not 3. You're not measuring the handle on there. You're only measuring the actual like bucket part, pail part of it. So the answer is 2. I'm writing my 2 in the right direction here. So 2, you should have a 2 there. Yeah. All right, now look, here's a little manger. Baby Jesus laid in, huh? So that word is manger. The manger is blank boards tall. You see the red line here? They want you to measure. So you're not measuring, again, you're not measuring the hay, you're just measuring the height of the actual manger. So it's only 1, 2. I'm going to write 2 again. See, they try to trick you, putting that on there, putting the handle on there to make you think it's more. All right, now there's the tricky one. This is the next one's going to be a little bit tricky. The horse is blank boards tall. We're going to count how tall the horse is. They kind of help you over here. They show you the line. So you're all the way up to his ears. So from his feet to his ears. See the red line? But there's no boards. You got to be careful how you're counting your board. So we're going to count along as we go up. We'll count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how we did that to figure out how many? So we have 8 boards. 8 boards tall. So that was pretty easy. All right, now this next part, you gotta pay attention to directions. There's certain things. You're gonna be circling some things. You're gonna be putting X's on some things. So it's important that you listen carefully. All right, first it says trace the part of the stem you would use to measure to find the height. So when you're looking on here, they're showing you want to measure, if you were measuring this plant, the stem's the part that's in the ground there. See, that's the stem. So if you were measuring this corn, I'm going to do it with my red crayon. Hopefully it shows up good for you. You would trace right through the middle to the tallest part. That's what, if you were measuring this corn, so you're going to trace that. You can use your pencil, but that's the part right through the middle there, the stem. That's the middle part. if you were measuring this tomato plant. Once again, the stem right through the middle here. Hopefully, trying to make my red crayon dark enough here that you can see that. So you trace the middle part. This little, I think these are green beans. Green beans or peas, I'm not sure. You were measuring this, you would measure right through the middle. That's what you would measure. All right. So next, the directions say circle the tallest plant. So which one of these is the tallest? The corn. So circle your corn. Circle the whole thing. All right. And the next part says put an X on the shortest plant. Your shortest plant. You can put an X on that one. Okay. Now let's look down below. We're going to be doing some measures. It says write the number of worms long. Ooh, we're using worms to measure. Ooh, good thing they're not real, huh? So let's measure this ear of corn. How many worms long is it? And they have the little lines there so you know where to measure. So let's count. 1, 2, 3. So 3. Paper's moving, so I'm having trouble writing here. 3 worms long. How about the tomato? That was easy. 1. And what about, I think that's a green bean. Green bean or a pea? I'm not sure. 1, 2. It doesn't say in my book what it is either. So I'm not sure exactly what that one is. It's from that plant. Could either be a pea or a green bean plant. All right. Color the shapes with 2 equal parts yellow. I don't have my yellow crayon out. Color the shapes with 4 equal parts green. I didn't get my green crayon out either. All right, so shapes with 2 equal parts. So let's look. Which one has 2 equal parts? It means divided in half. 2 parts that are exactly the same. Let's look at these. This one. So this one you will color yellow. Color this one yellow. And the next one says 4, color the shape with 4 equal parts green. Well, let's see. 4 means 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one has 4. So we're going to color this one green. This one has 1, 2, 3 parts. Do we need to color that one? No. This one in the middle does not get colored. So this one is green. This one is yellow. And I forgot to get out my crayons to color them. So you can color them. All right, and that is our math lesson for today. Next, I'll get our new reading book out next for you. I don't know where I have it, but we'll do reading next. We'll read our book Noah together. So get your reading book out, Noah, and we'll read it together.